What's going on, everybody? My name is MT and welcome back to DaFAQs, a show where I just answer frequently asked questions that people have on the internet, even though nobody asked me to. And guys, as you know, being Bruce Banner is hard. I mean, sometimes he leaves his popcorn in the microwave for too long and his house smells like burnt popcorn for like 5 days. And sometimes he just forgets to pay the Comcast bill and he has no internet for a few hours. And sometimes he turns into a gargantuan green murder monster who can't control his anger. But I guess those are just minor first world problems. But we all know what first world problem Bruce doesn't have. Ripped pants. When Bruce Banner turns into the Incredible Hulk, people don't ask, oh my gosh, how does that feel turning into that big green rage monster? Or, oh my gosh, how much can he lift? People usually just ask, oh my gosh, how are his pants still on his legs? I mean, he ripped all of his clothes off. He doesn't have a shirt anymore. His nipples are exposed, but his pants are fully intact. Why do the Hulk's pants stay on? Like, why do they stretch? How do they stretch? I mean, it's not fair. Why don't my pants stretch when my stomach and legs grow? I mean, my wife says I should probably just stop eating pizza, but what does she know? She's just a lying whore. Just kidding, I don't have a wife, but if I did, she'd probably be a lying whore. Well, I got two answers for you. The first one is the obvious answer, and the second one is the more comic-y answer that I'm sure you guys will value more than the first answer. And the first and obvious answer is the Incredible Hulk comic was originally made for children. If I was a parent and I walked in on my kid reading a book about some angry green man running around destroying stuff with his wiener flopping out in the air, I would be a little bit concerned. I can just see the kids now. I want strong arms like Superman. Well, I want a batarang like Batman. Well, I want a big old green wiener like the Incredible Hulk. And that's how the kids' conversations would go at school. And then all the commercials for the Chia Pet would have to include a disclaimer like, please do not apply on the genitalia. It will not make it grow big and green. Just use it to grow hair on your Obama head. Back in the day, the comics industry had this thing called the Comics Code, which monitored stuff like nudity and all that stuff and made sure that it wasn't in little kids' comic books. Which means that no matter how battered your favorite hero might get, there is no chance that you'll be able to see things that your mother wouldn't want you to see. And even Marvel knew how ridiculous and unbelievable that was, and they even went as far as to address it in one of their old She-Hulk comics. A lady walks up to She-Hulk and is like, hey, didn't Stilt-Man beat you up real bad? Also, there's a bad guy in the Marvel universe named Stilt-Man whose power is making stilts that make him really tall so he can do bad things or something. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this lady's talking to She-Hulk and she's like, yeah, Stilt-Man just beat you up pretty bad, but your clothes don't have a scratch on them. How is that possible? And then She-Hulk is like, yo, just check the tag on my dress. My dress was made by the finest of fabrics. Also, it is reinforced and protected by the Comics Code. Because a lot like Deadpool, She-Hulk knew that she wasn't real and that she lived in a comic book. So yeah, the Comics Code didn't allow She-Hulk's clothes to get ripped because little boys around the world would get a little bit too excited and stop being interested in women that aren't green. But yeah, that's the obvious explanation, but here is the comic-y explanation from our God and Savior himself, Stan Lee. Back in 2011, somebody was interviewing Stan Lee and they asked the all-important question, hey, how does the Hulk have pants every time he transforms? Cause, you know, that seems a little bit unbelievable. To which Stan Lee replied, Excelsior! The reason why the Hulk's pants stay on is because Bruce Banner is friends with the stretchy Mr. Fantastic, who made him some stretchy pants. So every time he transforms into the Hulk, the pants stretch with him. Don't know why he didn't make stretchy shirts too, because that would actually be kind of funny if, like, he was wearing, like, a business suit and it stayed business suity and he's like, yeah, I'm the Hulk. I'm angry, but I'm still in my fancy business suit. So there you go, Mr. Fantastic hooked a brother up with some pants. But MT, Mr. Fantastic's not around in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How is that possible if he's not around? How does his pants stay on? First of all, stop yelling at me, okay? I just turned 23, I'm old, and my heart is fragile. Also, if I were to guess, maybe if my best friend was Tony Stark, the man who could build an Iron Man suit in a cave, and then 44 Iron Man suits after that, and then 2 artificially intelligent robots that had the ability to destroy and or save the world, then yeah, maybe that friend would be able to hook me up with some stretchy pants. Maybe. MT, what about the times before Bruce met Tony Stark? I mean, how did his pants stay on then? I don't know. I mean, there was that one time in the 2008 Incredible Hulk when Bruce's ex-girlfriend, who mysteriously disappeared and that Bruce doesn't care about or talk about anymore, bought him some super stretchy purple pants, but I don't know. Maybe Marvel just doesn't want to startle grandmas with 3D glasses with a big old green schlong swiping its way across the screen. So I would say Hulk pants are good. But if you're a stickler for realism, Rule 34 is also still a thing, so you're not deprived of that, technically. So yeah, that is why the Hulk's pants stay on. Hopefully that answered your question. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do it! I shall have more videos where I answer frequently asked questions in the future. Most likely, they'll be of the nerd variety, but I can answer any other question that you guys have, maybe. What questions do you guys have? That's a good question. If you guys have any ideas for questions that you want me to answer, leave them in the comment section and I'll see what I can do. Anyways, my name is MT, and those were the facts. And if you didn't know, now you know. Catch you guys later.